We recording? We on? All right. Don't use any of this background stuff, man. Make me look good. All right, welcome back to Agency Life. I'm Logan Lyles with Teamwork.com. I've got Rob Jones here. Rob, tell us a little bit about yourself and Rev Partners, man.
Yeah, I'm the mayor of Inbound, kind of adjacently to Rev Partners, but we're an elite tier solutions partner in the HubSpot ecosystem. We've been around for about 3 years, and we're all excited to be here. We brought a contingency of like 20 people this year, so we're excited. I'm excited to be here talking to you. I've heard the podcast. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Shout out, Mom. Mom, I made it, wherever you are. Thanks for having me.
Both our moms, if they're watching this, when they watch this, that is, right? So, Rob, question number one of our Agency Life Fast Five. If someone gave you an extra 10 grand a month to spend in the agency right now, no strings attached, where would you use that extra budget room right now?
Building out a partner program that meets in person. So something like a hug, but in person and more of a networking. This happens once a year, and so my exposure and kind of introduction to this has been all virtual, which is great. I mean, it's fantastic that you can do that and have a successful business that is fully remote. However, people want to come here and spend money on tickets, and I mean, there's 70,000 people descending on the city of Boston because they miss in-person human interaction. Yeah. So it would be towards that. It'd be towards events to get, build a partner program up a little bit more successfully.
I love that, man. I mean, tickets sold out. I had people contacting me, hey, you know anybody that's got extra tickets? So you're definitely on there. All right, so let's talk a little bit about learning from others, maybe outside the community. What are some of the books that have impacted your career in agency life? What are some of the ones that are top of your list that you're referring some of your peers to and recommending most often?
That's a great question. Most of them don't have anything to do with marketing or sales, ironically. There's so much of that that's free to, from LinkedIn and from those kind of places. I mean, How to Win Friends and Influence People, I reread once a year. It's one of the best books ever. The worst title of a book probably ever written, but everything in there is really important. Even, saying the word but. It's just books that teach you how to be a better person and be more engaged with the people you're talking to, help marketing, sales, and service, which is what we're here to do. So it makes the human experience better. Anything like that. Another one would be Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've reread that one. It's just really hard to just put into practice, but those are my top two. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Isn't it funny that one's tough to put into practice when it's all about practicing those habits? I'm glad I'm not alone there, man. You're making me feel so seen right now.
I'm telling on myself, but I mean, I feel like I speak for the common man when it's like, this is a great idea and concept, but actually doing it, being consistent is hard. Yeah. The How to Win Friends, a lot of those points are a lot easier and more actionable. Yeah. Just like remove the word but from your vocabulary. It cancels anything you said out. Yeah. So stuff like that, it makes me a better person to interact with, and I would recommend it in any line of work, any line of business. Yeah.
This quote seems kind of high. Instead of, oh, it does, but we this and but we that. Oh, it does seem kind of high, and I understand why you said that, and here, and we're investing here, and
that's what people listen to. Like, Rob, I love your suit. It's orange. The shoes are great, but, and then I'm like, oh, what? My hair, I'm sweaty. I'm a sweaty mess. Yes, obviously. You could just stop this. I don't want to get too far into that, but yeah, great book. Recommend it.
All right, so it's story time, man. What is one mistake you've made in agency life that you will never forget?
They're all kind of the same. I don't feel like trying things and iterating and failing is a mistake. I feel like that's how you grow. But the mistake, something that I know I shouldn't do and have done a lot of times, is not acknowledging comms. That's a big one. I can't stress how important to you. And again, that ties into the whole virtual approach. If I'm standing here with you in person and you ask me a question and I don't respond or acknowledge you, I mean, that makes me angry. So whenever partners or anybody in that channel, any process you built out asks something and you're not as available and responsive as you can be, it feels like you're being ignored. Yeah. And a lot of that's through text or email anyway. So it's not just one mistake. When I was the director of sales at Rev Partners, my availability was my best ability, is what I would say. So being responsive is a mistake that I'll probably make again, but I would caution anybody listening to this to know your responsiveness is important. People want to feel heard and not like they're screaming into a void.
All right, so we're going to round out the Fast Five, and then we're going to get to our bonus question just for Inbound Week here. Number 4 is, what do you think is the hardest part about agency life? Maybe it ties back into the last one, or maybe you would say something different.
All of it. It's hard, man. It's a hard job. It's a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of, as soon as, quote unquote, the playbook's been written, it's evolving again. All of this stuff just happened with new product and features. So having somebody to own all these new things all the time is the hardest part. Yeah. We say at Rev Partners, your CRM is a product, not a project. but having people to own those specific parts of your CRM and own playbooks and own that and really be responsible for it, it's challenging. It's challenging to find people that are competent enough to do it, are curious enough to fail and continue failing, and are aggressive enough and passionate enough to not care either way. They're just going to own stuff and continue delivering.
So opposite side of that coin, what do you think the best part about agency life is?
Ironically and seriously, the networking. Like, you get to meet so many, you learn so much almost in spite of yourself. With even this chat, talking to you guys, I've learned so much already here from new people. For me, I am not well traveled, so getting to meet new people from the world and connect with them and learn about culture in different areas, that's my favorite part. To me, it's the best part. All the other stuff, the flexibility of schedule and all that's fine, but that's kind of universal now, post-COVID. So for me, it's the networking opportunities and the ability to learn from tons of different people I never otherwise would have.
Yeah, I love it, man. All right, so our one extra question for agency life, since we're at Inbound, let's say that you could go up on the main stage at some point this week and you could ask one question of all the solution partners, all the agencies represented here in Boston this week. What would you use that one question on to ask all of your peers this week?
Do you believe in the Hubvolution yet? Because it's here. That's my one question.
I love it. Classic, man. Well, Rob, thank you for making time.
Yep.
You're a busy man, standing out everywhere in the orange suit that I love.
It's very hot.
And I appreciate you making time for me today.
I got here. Look, I'm usually late. I'll say that, live. But I came here early. I wanted to talk. I found booth 60. We're here at the teamwork.com booth with Logan Lyles. Shout out Elevate Ben for helping. I can't wait to be on it again if I'm able to. You're a great person to talk to. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. All right. Well, thank you so much.